Hello everyone, my name is Gothic Lord UK and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we escaped the basement of an apothecary where we didn't really come to as much trouble in the hidden basement of a necromancer as I thought we might. But after a little walk, I think before we take a long rest, there was a cave down here that we might be able to just have a quick in and out. No danger, quick look in, and then after that, see about taking our first long rest of the campaign. Astarion there, taking some damage from running water once again. 4 successful survival checks, nothing telling me what that was about, so we'll just press on. Cave mouth. Better than a cave anus. Owlbear nest. Okay. Great big footprints on the ground. That seems really safe. We know what our typical routine is here. We have Blessing of the Trickster available to us. So that will be going to Astarion the Rogue. And he can sneak along and identify any threats before we get pulled into a combat we're not ready for, if there is one out there. And a big pile of bones. Standard for a cave. And something shiny back there. Some kind of chest. Nothing out there that I can see. Climb on down.
Another shrine to other god.
Okay, if it's gods we want to discuss and we haven't been attacked on our walk over here, I guess the cleric is our person for the job. Come on down.
A Selûne statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor.
Arcana checks. Gale, you're the magician. Nope. Astarion.
A magical seal. No lock picking that.
You would guess that the thief rogue would know what the chest is all about. Okay. Shadowheart, you're tagged in. Let's first see what's here. Potion of Speed, always very welcome. Someday a bunch of those are going to save our hides, I'm sure. Potion of Healing, great. Scroll of Detect Thoughts. Potion of Psychic Resistance. And The War Between Selûne and Shar. An ancient tome detailing how Selûne came into being along with her sister Shar. The silver radiant Selûne and the dark alluring Shar complemented each other and brought the orderly distinction between light and dark in the universe. Okay, this statue is about as tall as this chasm is wise, so maybe we need to get this crescent spear to crack open this gilded chest. Can we get over there? Target is too far, everyone else is in the way. Jump. I will not sing the song, don't worry. Another book and a check.
Something over there.
Selûnite prayer sheet. A prayer dedicated to Selûne, imploring all to accept the Moon Maiden's blessing and share in her bounty.
A Selûnite prayer. How useful.
A dusty volume that speaks of the conflict between the sibling goddesses Selûne and Shar after Selûne ignited the sun and brought life-sustaining light and warmth to the universe. So we can't interact with the statue, so we'll hop on back. We can find a safe spot to stand. Right, everybody else out of the way. You're interrupting my jumping. So we have a prayer and a box of glowing blue energy that doesn't have a lock on it. how are we ever going to solve this problem?
Nothing but empty words, clearly.
Some kind of trap for damage. There is a lock on it. He lied. So how do we... If this thing's trapped and we can't pick the lock, how do we use a prayer action? That's just reading it over again.
Empty words, clearly.
Gale, do you have any idea? Pick up, attack, throw, examine, same stuff. There must be a way to do this. I don't want to take 4d6 radiant damage.
Nothing but empty words, clearly.
What about the book from the other side of the river? Maybe we have to read the book instead. This is like the very simple puzzle the Dungeon Master puts in and the players get stuck on it for an hour. That's what this moment is right here. This is D&D in its finest. And Gale is in the way. Alright, let's try reading this other one. No, this one. Oh, Jesus wept. Go. Help her. Okay. There's some way to do this. What do we do? Can't cast guidance on it. Not going to cast bless on it. I don't have the spell slots for it. Accept the Moon Maiden's blessing.
But empty words.
What around here could be the Moon Maiden's blessing? Maybe Shadowheart is tainted as a different kind of cleric.
The same symbol as the chest. A prayer to open it. I prefer a blood offering, but alright.
What is it with you with blood and red meat and the running water?
If I knew praying could be useful, I would have started years ago.
So maybe Shadowheart? I don't know, but we got it open. Maybe she's of the wrong faith or committed to another deity.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
But there could be useful stuff in there. In the crypt, you were like, oh, their baubles would be worth some trinkets.
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
Let's see why she cares so much. We've gained 3 of these. I think we can spend 1 here. Alright, it's not meant to be.
Because we've enough troubles and burdens as it is. Common sense, that's all.
We need stuff. There are things that we need, and we need things. There you go.
Fine. Perhaps you can sell them for a couple of coins.
Now you're talking. Astarion, you love things. Silver necklace, 150 gold. Idol of Saloon, and an onyx. Yeah, well, that wasn't so bad, was it? Although, oh, we still have Blessing of the Trickster. Did I not do it earlier in the cave, or do we just get it back for free? Either way. Astarion, carry on your sneaky adventures. I believe someone said something about an owl bear.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Oh yeah, there's... Okay. A level 1 owlbear cub. And a level 3 owlbear in distress. And an owlbear egg. I mean, I know owls lay eggs, but bears do not. And I was really thinking that this might be more mammal than bird, but sure. Do we think we can take this in a fight? We've got a full health wolf, a full health Gale. Gale has a spell slot left. We could possibly get a good Witch Bolt off and get that through a couple of turns. Shadowheart is just nearing death, although she seems to have accumulated 9 potions of healing. 9 here. Sort by type, yeah. Astarion has 4. Gale has 4. And Andrew has 4 as well as Wild Shape. So I think we can afford to spend one of these potions. And we also have 2 spell slots left as Andrew. He knows Healing Word at the very least. And so there's probably something we... Oh, and Moonbeam as well. After he gets knocked out of his wolf form. So I think we can do this. We'll start off here. A good 7. One more. If it attacks with 1d8 plus X, that would be a one-hit KO. Although, in theory, we shouldn't have to let Shadowheart be the one who's most in danger. Unless Andrew the Druid can have a conversation with an owlbear. But before we could speak to the dog. We successfully did that. Owlbear doesn't prompt the talk or speech mouse option, so I'm presuming not that. So this is melee only, so we'll sneak in a bit. Stay there. This is just a small bit of cliff. This pillar in the middle is a bigger bit of cliff. And fissured stalactite gripping tightly to the ceiling there. And a few more. very interesting. Gale does have Shatter as a spell that he knows. So, may possibly be able to make use of our environment here. I'd like to be high... Oh, is this actually... Yes, this is a path that we can cross over there. It's just not loading in very well. Let's double back and go for the high ground. And with a few very careful starting points, I think we can win this fight. A bit like chess, you have to plan your moves carefully, be very prepared. You three all start heading for the high ground, please. Do it quietly. Okay. The super sneaky sneaker up first. What's our way up here? No way up? There's a corpse for a start. 10 gold, very nice. And several heavy stones. Okay, this is just mud. Mud's not a problem. More running water. Astarion's favourite, yep. Okay, if you want to get up, it's quite the long way around. Still, attacking in a fork is going to be more beneficial than not, so... My real query is where best to put Gale so that he might be able to Witch Bolt and sustain it for several turns. Let's do 2 pairs. Gale, come back down. I know you just made you climb that cliff, but you got good legs. If I had spider climb or flight in tabletop, I'd just nip right up there, no problem. This room's full of heavy stones. I don't know why. Some broken eggs. Okay, who's going to instigate this fight is the next question. Let's get everybody on turn-based. Oh, that makes things much easier because now we can actually decide when a clear path to get by. So if we can wait for... No, I need a moment where this cone is out of view, then Astarion can probably make the trip up. There you go. We are sneaking, so I think our movement is very poor, but we can cunning action dash. And then full action dash. So Astarion has options. Shadowheart is among the most injured, so really we want to make sure that there's some cover available for her. We'll leave her... This is how far? 70 feet? How far does guidance go? 60. So we should be able to get a guidance in from about there. I say guidance, I mean Sacred Flame every time. We will need to just move in and bite, because that's our only real option as Druid. And then Gale, we want to get a level 2 Witch Bolt in. And we can do so from right here. So I guess we'll start with that. Good luck. That is a miss. But they are surprised. So let's get in on this fight. Ranged sneak attack. And for this, I think... not an acid vial. I want some poison. There you go. Coat weapon. So now we're doing range sneak attack 1d8 plus 3 plus 1d6 plus 1d4. That should be off to a good start. Or 6 whole damage, sure. Shadowheart, we know your plan. Sacred Flame. They make the save, of course they do. And Andrew getting in there thick and fast. Okay. So we failed with our Witch Bolt. We could go to Cantrip City. And it looks like that's probably going to be the best place for us right now. So let's start with Ray of Frost, reduce speed by 10 feet so that they have a little less mobility around this fight. Natural 1, standard stuff. Owlbear is surprised, baby Owlbear is surprised. What scrolls does Shadowheart have? Inflict wounds, Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt might be worth using here, especially after all those early misses. Oh, but it's still only 42%. How can it be obscured by shadows when a half-elf has dark vision? That's my next question. But we need some big hits. That is a big hit. And we now have the benefit of Guiding Bolt, which is advantage on the next attack roll against this creature. And if we make that our rogue, we can sneak attack, and this should do the extra damage because we have advantage on this attack roll. 11 is a good hit. I'm still not convinced we're making sneak attacks where I want them to be. Just 1d8 plus 3 piercing. Interesting. We have our bonus action, but I can't be using it. From up here, Gale. I'd still like you to try and get the cold going. 7 is pretty good going. Okay, that's all our actions. We're not taking any bonus actions right now. Let's see how this goes. Okay. That happened. We are no longer wild-shaped, and we have 5 whole hit points, which is really good. Rule number 12. I know we haven't talked about the rules in a while. Rule number 12 is we can't cast 2 leveled spells in one turn. So if I cast level 1 Healing Word on myself, I can't then cast level 2 Moonbeam on the creature, which is a shame. What's this rage it's got going on? Owlbear Rage. Owlbear is enraged. Strength increased by 3, armor class reduced by 1. Well, we should be able to do some extra damage then, but I think a Thunder Wave, just to kind of get it to back off, might be beneficial. Okay, I will take that benefit and then retreat slightly. We can still bonus action a cantrip, and so we will use our Shillelagh right now. And then we'll go back to the top of the turn order with Shadowheart. Shadowheart seems to have attracted the attention of the cub. But really, I'm just worried about getting the owlbear proper killed. That's not how we wanted it to go. Okay, bonus action hide as a rogue. Sneak attack. 13 on a crit. 2d8 plus 3. I don't understand why we're not getting sneak attack. Is it because we're using a longbow and not a short bow? That can't be it, surely. Some investigation needed. Still, it has 16 HP left. I would like to Ray of Frost again, please. It's a huge miss. And Shadowheart and Gale don't have any bonus actions that I want to utilize. I'm going to retreat Gale back so that if Andrew gets hit, he can help him up. Yeah, that was pretty painful. We don't care about the baby. Sure. 55% on that. We do have our short bow. That's worse. One whole point of damage there. Can we make this shot? Okay. Gale. Help Andrew up. We don't have any way of doing bonus action damage as Gale. This is all actions that we can't spare. I think there's a way out of this fight without having to spend a potion of speed. That would give us extra actions, but right now I think we'll just about make it out of this. But that is all our actions. Unless... if this attacks us and has some kind of a swipe that can hit both of us, then that's going to be really bad. But with 10 HP, I think we can get it down with Astarion, and then Shadowheart can come to aid, but we'll soon see. Wow, Gale tanking the hits. Okay, that's good. Andrew. We have a second level spell left. I mean, we're going to long rest after this anyway, is the intent, right?
The cub looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
Oh no. And I didn't want to kill the dog. It's fine, we can create some kind of a problem for ourselves in the future rather than dealing with this problem now.
You watch speechless as the cub begins to eat his mother.
But we're alive. And that's what counts. Moonbeam is still going, and that's going to be really dangerous to have around, so please... guidance over here to break concentration. And that's where we're going to leave off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this encounter and sweated it as much as I did. I know that I really thought there was a moment there where it could go all horribly wrong. But now, basically entirely spent on spell slots, it's going to be time to go and sell some of our stuff in town, get a good long rest in us, and come back fully refreshed for a new adventuring day. So I hope you'll join me for that next time. If you've enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that typical YouTubey stuff. I know the big popular YouTubers do it to like get in the algorithm and get all the views and attention that they need, but I just like knowing that somebody's out there watching, like Andrew and the other name that I've forgotten, who is very kindly giving me lots of advice. What is this person's name? Checks app. Schmocky Dude giving me the valuable insight into where I can sell stuff and throwing potions around and how to solve some puzzles that I've seen once before. So again, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.